is up, all you beautiful people? My name is Mahia, and I am your blind guide. And I wanted to talk to you about a few things today. But first would just be the fear, uncertainty, and doubt behind SHIBNOBI. Now, the first bit of info or whatever is a lot of people I've been seeing have been complaining or suggesting that it's just a extension of Uniswap pretty much, and that is completely false. Like on Dojo Swap, you'll be able to swap between Ethereum, Binance, and Polygon Matic. So it is nothing like Uniswap or PancakeSwap. On PancakeSwap, you have to connect your wallet, you have to buy BNB, then you have to exchange that for cake, and then you have to trade cake with whatever it is. But this one, you don't have to buy a native token on Dojo Swap. So just whatever you're going to trade, whether it be ETH, whether it be Binance coin, or even whether it be Polygon Matic, you don't have to buy a native token. So that just makes the process so much easier. So I really like that they're doing that. And then there's been some FUD around people in pre-sale or the whales just selling out and kind of crashing it, which happens with so many new products, which is what they're doing. I think is awesome. They made a bot to help with all that stuff, to help flag and kick people out who are trying to sell too much, or different stuff like that. If there's a certain amount that can only be sold for the pre-sale or for the main distribution launch. And now they're going to be offering this product to other coins that are doing pre-sale. And that is amazing because they're going to be networking with so many projects and just building so much more trust between a lot of different communities. So that is always very good to see. And then also there's been issues about them getting on exchange listings. A lot of people are saying it's because of all the zeros, like the 15 of them, and that with most exchanges, that's not what the big deal is. The big deal is you need so much volume, because a lot of these higher exchanges, they're going to want you to have 5, 10, 15, $20 million in volume just so you can get on their platform. Not to mention, a lot of them, you're going to have to pay a lot of money. Like, I'm talking $1 million plus. So it's very expensive to do it that way, and they need a lot of volume. But they've got listed on DigiFinex, IndoX, and Buybox. I think I know IndoX right now is live. I'm not sure if the other two are quite live yet, but they are just like, if they're not live, I'm sure over the weekend they will be. And then the really cool one is OKEX. And now they need, because they're doing a contest, they need 5,000 people who are holding SHIBNOBI to take it and transfer $10. That's it, $10 of it to OKEX. And what that's going to let happen pretty much is that's going to let them be in the running to get listed on it, because they're doing it with 6 projects, and it's the 2 that can have the most volume and transfers are going to be the winners of that contest. And OKEX is a huge stepping stone that's going to really make a difference on exactly where this project can go. I personally think if possible, they should try to get on Mercado, because Mercado is the largest exchange in all of Brazil and largest exchange in South America. So that would be a huge stepping stone for them. It's also Mercado is the largest It's in the top. It's the 25th largest exchange. So that is really cool. I would think if they could do that, that would be another really good stepping stone. Because I know ultimately they want to get on like Binance, Crypto.com, and Coinbase. And the more volume they get, the easier that's going to happen. Plus, they have already a few coins on Dojo Swap, and so many more that are wanting to get onto Dojo Swap. So I think that is really awesome. They have so much utility in their future with the Kitana wallet that's gonna have the third level, like the 3FA authentication, just to make sure everything's up and up, and no one's trying to like scam your wallet and sell stuff out of it. So that is awesome because that's bringing a lot more um, ease of mind for new investors into crypto, and it's also just adding a utility that no other no other project is having right now. And so that is always good for a project to be able to do that. And then they're going to have their NFTs. They're going to be doing a blockchain, a metaverse, all that coupled with their name, SHIBNOBI, and the fact that they do have the 15 zeros, which I think is not bad for any reason, because a lot of people who are going to be getting into crypto this year are going to be looking at the best returns any crypto has ever got, and that would be Shiba Inu. Now, when they look at Shiba Inu, they're going to see how many zeros it had when it first launched, because they'll see the market cap of it and they'll be like, well, what did it start at if it already ate all these zeros? And so they'll be looking for projects that also have a lot of zeros in it and have similar roadmap. I mean, because Shiba Swap, and then on the other side you got Dodo Swap. Um, you got the metaverse, you got the play to earn game, but NFTs. But what they're doing, Shinobi, with their play to earn game, it's going to be more like a play to earn platform. So they're going to have like Call of Duty, Counter Strike Global Offensive, Fortnite, League of Legends, games like that, and you would essentially just be wagering if you think your team's going to win or not, and then you would get that in Shinobi, and then they would burn a certain amount for every transaction like that. So I think that could be really good because there are so many people who are into those games that would love to do play to earn, but they don't necessarily want to, play one of the other play to earn games that a lot of them just don't have very good graphics. To be honest, they're not AAA studio games. They're just not. They're just cheap, quick games they wanted to release, basically because everyone else is getting into play to earn, but that's not what they're doing. Shinobi is doing it perfectly. Also, they've been in talks when they were in Dubai about doing games to the people who do all the sporting games, like football and FIFA and I don't know what other ones are might be coming around, but they said 5 of them. So that is going to be pretty cool to see. Like they'll have their own. Now the next project I want to talk to you guys about is Selena Inu. Now this one has has been sponsored pretty much by Shibnobi, and so they're like their first gold sponsor of Selena Inu. And what Selena Inu is doing, I really like it because it's taking Twitter. Well, basically, it's taking like Twitter and Facebook, dumping out all the toxicity and negativity that's derived from those two platforms, which we all know is so much. So they're dumping all that toxicity. They're making a crypto socialization platform that's going to be just like, Facebook and Twitter, except the thing about it is it's going to be all crypto, NFT, metaverse, play to earn, blockchain, trying to find pre-sale projects. because it won't just be Selena new on this platform. They want as many crypto projects as they can have to come to it. Obviously legit one. No one ever wants to be um, associated with a bad project that's like a honey pool or honeypot or a rug pull or anything like that. And the fact that SHIBNOBI sponsored them, I makes me feel a lot more comfortable about this project. And they're doing kind of what like Clifford Inu and Volt Inu are doing. What they're doing is they're going out, they're buying NFTs, low, medium risk projects. Then they're flipping them, and then they're using that money for buybacks and burns. And that I think is really good. I mean, I know some people are for burns, some people are kind of against burns, but I think it really depends on the project and how they want to use those burns. Because even projects that aren't burning a lot, they still know, when they come out with something new, a burn just gets so much more attention on it. Um, if you're reducing the supply, as you're as you're releasing something new, the demand is going to go up. Supply down, demand up. That's what you want. You just don't want to burn for no reason. And you don't want to burn necessarily, a lot of it. I know a lot of projects come out and they burn like 47, 49% right away, which I mean, if they do it that way, that's okay. I just there's nothing wrong with burning, coming out and maybe burning 8% and then, you know, across time slowly burning more and more. But a lot of projects want to do it manually so they can control it, which I completely understand that. And that brings me to my next project I want to talk about is Bobatama. Because that is a project that is doing that with burns. They're not, implementing it into every single transaction. Um, they're more focused with marketing, giving back to their community, and building their project. So what they have to offer pretty much is a one of a kind in the crypto space. Like what they're doing, they're making crypto safer for everybody. Um, I know there are some concerns about the Ghost Wallet utility and the fact that whales or maybe even scammers could try to use that, but um, I will get into that in just 1 second. So the main thing about this project is it's going to come out with a Ghost Wallet, and what that's going to let you do is essentially make a transaction and leave no trail. Like there will always be a trail in the blockchain. Like for legal reasons, they have to be able to track these people. But the average person won't just be able to do it. It's so easy right now. It's like you see a wallet that bought this much Bobatama, you click on it, you find the address, and then you can look at all their other transactions, and that's led a lot of people to follow certain wallets. But the more danger that can come with that is you could have people following your transactions. You get into something, and maybe even you sell out before they do, but they get burned on the project, and then suddenly you know how the internet is. They decide they want to find out who this was, and they want to try to put that person on blast, and that's just not cool in any way. Um, and then also, like it or not, the whales are going to get into this. They're going to love this project. Um, I personally see, it's all how somebody uses it. They're coming out with the tool, the Ghost Wallet, and it's all about how somebody uses it and what maybe safety rails that can be put into place. And I know the community is so strong, and the dev team is always open for suggestions, so they could maybe even suggest a few things just to stop, certain wells from just dumping their bags all over everyone and just crashing a project. scammers, different things like that. So that is very impressive what they're doing with that. Because I mean, imagine you're a whale or just a typical investor. You can go in, you can buy a bunch of something that you know has a very good chance to blow up soon, and then not everybody is going to see that transaction. So essentially, like you go in, you buy, say, $100 million of Shiba Inu because you know something big is around the corner, but you also know it's going to experience some volatility. So maybe it's going up and down, up and down. But if you see a well purchase of 100 million, that's definitely going to be positive momentum up. But if you're well, you want to get the best price you can. So you might go and you might buy that amount, but it would be completely private. And then what a lot of whales would probably do is wait to see if it dips a little more and then buy even more. And at that point, I don't know that they would necessarily be using the ghost wallet. I think they would switch to a different wallet for that to make it visible to everybody, and then everybody starts piling in and then takes it, to the moon, past the moon, to the beaches of Mars. That's what I always like to say. But so this project is going to have a lot of utility in that aspect. Plus, you can track your investments, and I think you can even set up notifications, possibly, which that is what I am also really excited about. Like, say you're tracking Bitcoin, and you want to know, like, give me a notification when it hits 60,000. So that is very impressive. And like I said, the institutional investors, the whales, and people who just want to be private, who don't want anyone to know what they're doing, or people who are just behind Bobatama because they have a huge community, amazing team. Their marketer, Mary, she is really, really doing a great job, and she is she seems to be just a very knowledgeable person with a lot of experience, and I really, really like to see that. I like the other devs too. Like all of them are awesome. Um, so, excuse me. So this project I think has so much momentum going forward, and they're going to be doing NFTs. But the other big thing is Bobatama just got listed on Dojo Swap, and it's also looking to get listed on what is it? Well, right now they're on L Bank, they're on CryptoCart, they're on Uniswap, and they're on Dojo Swap. And again, Dojo Swap, it's gonna make Uniswap almost obsolete. Like that's honestly how I see it. The only difference is that I don't think Uniswap would have as much reservations about certain cryptocurrencies, whereas Dojo Swap you have to KYC. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like they don't care if you're doxxed. Doxxed is not the same thing as KYC. I would rather have someone, KYC and Certec out and the Certec out bleh. Sorry, I can't talk right now. But the Certec, I would feel more comfortable with that than them doing KYC. Or I mean not them just doxing themselves. Like we need KYC and that's it. And if they can KYC with multiple different firms to check on their project, that is even better. But either way, Dojo Swap adding Bobatama is going to help Bobatama. It's going to help Dojo Swap, and honestly, it's just going to help so many other communities and investors because, like a lot of them now, for example, like uh, Clifford Inu, Volti Inu, and Selena Inu, it's going to make it so much easier for them if they want to do it this way. I know all of them are very transparent about their holdings, but if they wanted to, they could go in, they could buy something and then not have it, not leave a trail pretty much. So, like, for example, if they know something's about to blow up, they could go and buy a bunch, go and buy a bunch more, and just keep doing that, which ultimately for the project, it would be the better route to go because you could get it at a very, very good price. Um, and especially with how much projects have to pay for marketing, um, pay for like YouTubers and sponsorships. And again, still not sponsored by any video or any project. I'm just giving you guys all the information I can and trying to let you know how bullish I am on this one because this is a technology that has never been done in this space. If they can do this, and I really believe they can, then it is going to be a massive, massive game changer. Now, so they're listed on those four, and then Bitmart, um, they're hoping that one for April, and then I think they haven't said this, but I think KuCoin. I know they've been working with them. I think they're going to get on KuCoin in May or June at the latest. So that is very impressive. And they've also said, they don't want to just come out and get listed on 6 or 7 of the biggest exchanges right now because some products do that, but then they don't have the momentum that would be coming behind them listing on a big exchange. So I think what they're doing is great because they talked about releasing getting on a new exchange, a large exchange, maybe once a month. So I think everything they're doing 100% right. They're being very transparent, and um, the utility of the Ghost Wallet, like I cannot express how important that can be, making crypto so much safer and just making so many more people who cherish their privacy. Because there are so many people who like their privacy is like their life. Like that's what they want that more than anything. And there are a lot of people who don't want people to know what how much money they have, how much money they're making. Because if you see a well and they went in, a project $1,000, like for example, Clifford E. New, and then it went up, 650x, 700x, you know that wallet has almost $1 million in it. Whoever that was made a huge, huge gain, and that's not necessarily a problem if that person's open about it. But with the internet, you have, people who are going to try to dig and keep digging and find out exactly who that is. Maybe put their address online, put pictures of them, put their family. Like some people just they take it way too far, and this is going to help eliminate a lot of those issues from the problem. So I'm really excited to see what they have in their future. Um, I know they're going to be having some exchange listings and stuff like that. So very, very excited. Really hope this Ghost Wallet is everything they've promised. And knowing their team, I'm very, very confident it will be. And then I also want to talk to you guys about Zombie Inu really quick because I was wrong. I'll be the first to say I was wrong. Like I thought the NFTs would sell out pretty much in the first hour. It went from point 0.5 to point 0.4 to point 0.3 to point 0.2 all the way down to point 0.1 ETH. But the people that did listen to me and they bought it at 0.5 or 0.4, they got extra NFTs. I think at 0.5, for every NFT you owned, you got 3 extra. So for ones that had 10 in the wallet, which was the max, they just got 30 NFTs. Like that is just insane. Like the number of them they have, the chance that they had to win one of the big prizes, and more than that, just even like I said in my last video, even if they just triple their money on it and then sell it right away, they had 10, and then they for every one they got three more, so they're looking at like 40, um, and that is just insane to me because they could be making so much money on that. So there is still a chance to get one of these NFTs if you guys are wanting one. You just have to go to the Zombie Mob Secret Society ZMSS .io. And also, you can look on their official Twitter, and it will tell you exactly where you need to go and what you need to do. Because I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a lot of scammers trying to convince people this is the zombie emu site, and then you put your money in it, and then they have your wallet pretty much. But uh, the Zami new official tweeter is going to tell you exactly what you need to know to apply for it. And again, right now, point 0.1 ETH, like that is insanely cheap. Like if these ones are still out, once I get my ID, which I'm hoping will be next week, I'm definitely buying as many as I can. Like, yeah, this is an awesome project, and these NFTs are going to change the game of NFTs forever just with how much utility they have. I mean, talking exclusive in-game access, exclusive figurines and merchandise, a royalty pool, live action events, so like meet and greets, parties, stuff like that. Uh, Tutorials from thought leaders in the industry, probably like Ziggy, maybe Dell, uh, Mesh, Tomo Moriaki, uh, the Rembrandt, Flores, just so many different people that are, I mean, dominate their industries, and you could be learning from them. So that is awesome. They're also going to be doing quests that Tomo Moriaki is designing and leading. Um, then uh, royalty free use for yourself. So like you own the NFT. You can use it for your business. You can rent it to businesses. You can sell it to a different business. Like it is yours. You do what you want. You have your own business. Use it for your own business. I mean, it's yeah. Xeno is going to be everywhere this next year. So I can't wait to see what they have coming up next. And fingers crossed, I really hope I'll be able to scoop up some NFTs before they're all gone. But like I said, I was wrong. I thought they were going to be gone almost like that. Because if you look at like Vivi, for example, when they dropped 10,000 something, and granted, it's a lot cheaper, but it's gone in like seconds. I just, with how much utility this has, with the $500,000 in prizes, giving people gold bar, a Rolex, 25 grand, 20 grand, four different changes to win 10 grand, a lottery for every Xenu you met, which is going to, if you win, that's 100 grand, $250,000 prize for whoever mints the gold Xenu. With and then you can get a guitar, uh, you can get a Xenu headset, you can get a 3-day trip to Las Vegas fully paid. I mean, Xenu is offering so much with this. I'm just so surprised people didn't jump on this uh, a lot faster, but um, at the same time, I mean, they still sold uh, 9,000, over 9,500. I don't know what the number is at the time that you're watching this video, but when um, I looked at it last, it was 500 something NFTs left, which is just, to me, that's mind blowing to think that many could be left. But at the same time, you know, Xenu's newest project, and with everything going on right now, I think it was just kind of a distraction from it, because yeah, I figured people would be picking the Xenos up as quick as they could and putting as many into their wallets as they possibly could. But so anyone who hasn't got one yet, you got your second chance now. And I really hope you guys, if any of you want one, I really hope you can get in there and get one before it's too late. Um, and also, I really hope you win one of the prizes. I would love it if one of you would win the $250,000, because that would be life changing money, definitely. I mean, unless you're already super rich, then I mean, it might not be that much to you depending on how much money you have. But and the last one I want to talk to you guys about real quick is Shiba Inu. Now they just did a partnership with Everrise, um, which the project wise I don't know much about it, but I know that there's a lot of different coins you can buy on Everrise,